Well, Yes Bank is on a cusp of a major transformation from a business perspective, and that's clearly looking at driving a granular retail growth. In doing so, three focus areas from a digital perspective are A, unifying our entire onboarding journeys. That's one. Two is making sure that the data that is available in line to all its transformation journeys. And more importantly, from an onboarding perspective, so that you can more effectively cross-sell and upsell. The third part, which is very important, is creating digitization of its entire back office journeys to be able to drive efficiencies as a part of its entire transformation from its business process re-engineering. It's very important for us in terms of creating an innovation hub. So what we have essentially done is creating a kind of an innovation capabilities where we test and do a proof of concept to understand whether a lot of the new, I would say, innovations, new capabilities from a technology perspective are being available and how they are well suited for the organization. Case in point being the fact that when we looked at some of the key areas on, I would say, in automation, in terms of infusing of automation into our, with AI and operations, we had to do a fail-fast approach to be able to understand how best it helps the whole efficiency program. Similarly, we have what we do is every program that we take on has to pass its muster around the return on investments, how it helps in terms of either increase in efficiencies, manage risks, and more importantly, what is it that it really delivers towards the enhancing the risk maturity of the organization? Well, that's a very interesting question, but three key challenges are: one is driving sustainability through enhanced observability. It's a bit a cliche here, is because of the fact that as the bank scales, it is important to drive higher availability of the ecosystem of the journeys. And to do that, you need to have good observability tools and processes, so that at the end of the day, the customer experience is better, as well as in terms of the ability for us to gain business is much better. So that is one of the key areas that we are looking at. The other area that we are really looking at is in terms of managing my data and the data security. Data is very important because it's a very key element for us in our journey, not just from a cross-sell and upsell, but internal product pricing, and more importantly, in terms of our management information. So managing data and data architecture is very critical. And last but not the least for us is going to be around the fact that what is security? With the increasing digital and digitization and increasing threat to the BFSI landscape, creating a strong security framework is extremely critical for us. And that's another area of concern that we have today, and it's a constant area of evolution that we are really focusing on. I think the ETCIO Conclave really gives a fantastic opportunity for us to network. We really don't get time for CIOs to really network once we get into our normal routine. So here's a great opportunity for us to network. That's secondly is with the amount of vendor community here, partner and OEMs out here, it gives you an opportunity to also sieve through what is available here and see what's best fit for you to take it back into your job. I think two key areas for us. And lastly, I would also add a third dimension is some of the key speakers out here gave us some good tips. And I really appreciate the fact that the ET has brought together them to give us that flavor. Thank you.